When you open SolidWorks, you're prompted to select either in between a part, an assembly, or a drawing. Odds are that if you are a new SolidWorks user, you have no idea which option to actually click on. In this video, I'll explain what each one is, how they are related to one another, and which one you should start with as a beginner. Hello fellow inventors, Wilfredo Perez here with another video for the Inventor Within channel, teaching you the skills and the knowledge that you need to sustainably, systematically, and confidently develop your product ideas. So let me ask you something. When you open SolidWorks and it prompts you to select either between a part, an assembly, or a drawing, do you actually know which one to click on? Let's fix that right now. A SolidWorks part is a singular 3D object. That is, it is only one piece. Think of it as a physical item that you can actually hold in your hand. Now, some examples of parts would be a bolt, a bracket, a gear, a phone case, or even just a plate of metal. As long as it is one solid thing, it is considered a part. Now, every complex design starts with a part first, but most real products aren't made from just one piece. They are made from many parts working together, and that's where assemblies come in. A SolidWorks assembly is where you take individual parts and bring them together to either make something bigger or something that works with the combination of parts. So if a part is one piece, an assembly is many pieces working together. So some assembly examples would include a combination of a bolt, a nut, and a washer, a hinge with two plates and a pin, or even this clip that I have right here. Now, I don't know the different names of the components, but you can see there's one black metal thingy and then two sets of wires here. Again, I don't know the names, but it's three components and they assemble together to create this clip. So yeah, this is an assembly example. So as you can see, each piece already exists as a part. The assembly just connects them together. So keep in mind, you're not creating new shapes here, you're just assembling existing ones. You're essentially taking multiple parts and putting them together to see how the full product fits and functions. Parts are the pieces and assemblies are how those parts come together. So remember, an assembly is not a singular part, but a combination of multiple ones. If you're finding this video helpful so far, please consider liking the video and subscribing, as this helps the channel reach new people who would benefit from this tutorial. So once parts are created and assembled, the final step is making drawings so that someone else can make them in real life. Now, unlike parts and assemblies which are 3D, drawings are actually 2D. A SolidWorks drawing is a set of instructions that shows someone how to make or build the part or assembly in real life. So a SolidWorks drawing is like a blueprint. It turns a 3D model into clear instructions for manufacturing. A drawing typically shows exact sizes, hole locations, thicknesses, and even notes specifying the part's material, among some other things. Drawings exist so that manufacturers and assemblers know what to do, because otherwise, if they didn't exist, they wouldn't really know and they would have to be guessing how to make and assemble the final product. So essentially, drawings tell other people how to make what you designed. A couple of things that are important to keep in mind is that a drawing is not another way to model parts. It is also not just a screenshot of your 3D model, and it is not optional when it comes to manufacturing. That is, if you intend for your part to be made by someone else, a drawing is required. Now, an example I really like using to explain these three different file types are Legos. A SolidWorks part is like a singular Lego piece, such as this one right here. Now, I probably should have picked a bigger part, but I think this will do as an example. So one Lego brick equals one part, but multiple Lego bricks snapped together form an assembly, such as the case of this assembly right here. Man, I probably should have picked a different example. This fried shrimp tempura is making me hungry. And the instruction sheet showing how to build it is a drawing, or in this case, more like an assembly drawing. A part drawing would look a little more like this. If we put all of this into perspective when designing a product, parts are designed first, then you use assemblies to check the fit and function of the parts, and lastly, you create drawings to make production of them possible. So remember, parts are the pieces, assemblies show how the pieces fit together, and drawings explain how to build them. So from this, you might be asking yourself, do I always need all three? And the answer is that you don't, or at least it depends on what it is you're trying to achieve. For instance, if you're only making a single part, then there really isn't any need to make an assembly. Or if you're creating a part but don't really envision having it manufactured, then there really isn't a need for a drawing, except just for practice. So you can get started learning SolidWorks making only parts at first, which is what I recommend if you are a beginner, but eventually you will need to learn assemblies and drawings, so they will be beneficial to learn later down the road. One additional thing that is useful to know is that you can actually tell what type of file a file is by just looking at the file extension at the end of the name. Part files end with .SLDPRT, assembly files end with .SLDASM, and drawing files end with .SLDDRW. Another thing to know is that there might be some instances in which you won't actually be able to see like the little thumbnail preview of the part in the file explorer, and you might see instead the 3 different SolidWorks file type symbols. But fortunately, now that you know what each one is, you should be able to easily and quickly know which file is a part, which one is the assembly, and which one is a drawing. It's time for the question of the week. What are you hoping to design with SolidWorks? Will you be needing all 3 different file types or only a few? And if only a few, which ones? Let me know in the comments section below. Okay, so it's also now time for the challenge of the week. So now that you have a greater understanding of what a SolidWorks part, an assembly, and a drawing is, let's put that knowledge to the test and see if you can accurately identify the following items. Now, not all of them will be shown inside of the SolidWorks interface, but just imagine they are. And just ask yourself what category they would fall into if they were. Okay, ready? Let's go. Okay, so a couple of these questions, specifically the very last ones, were more of a sort of trick question because you do need to have a little bit more SolidWorks experience to be able to tell which file type it is. But I still decided to include them here so that in the event you ever come back to this video, you can see how far you've come in understanding the software and even use it as an opportunity to challenge yourself. If you found this video helpful, let me know by giving it a like. Also consider subscribing and enabling notifications so that you don't miss future beginner-friendly SolidWorks tutorials just like this one. So that is it for this week's video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Laters.